Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here with Bangu Masisi, who is President North America for South Africa Tourism, and this is Insider Travel Videos. Hi, Bangu. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in South Africa today. And one of the big things, you've got a lot of new infrastructure, a lot of new attractions, including a brand new museum coming out. Talk a little bit about that if you could.
Yeah, the museum is a really new, a very great attraction, and I'm very happy for Cape Town because for a long time there hasn't been anything exciting happening.
And what's the name of it?
Seitz Museum.
Okay.
Seitz Museum, and it's going to be one of the biggest museums in the world with a diversity of art in there, and we're looking forward to September for the opening of the museum.
Well, very soon, right?
Very soon. And at the top of the museum, there is a new hotel actually opening, a silo hotel, which is opening in March before the museum. So it's going to be like a great attraction around that. And the silo hotel is owned by the one portfolio that they've got as well, hotels around South Africa, as well as the safari lodges.
Now, what will the museum house? What kind of art?
It will be world art, mainly African, but it's going to be diversified art. It's going to be like where you can, when you go there, you'll see all the art of the world and all the influences of other artists to each other.
Now, another great attraction for Cape Town, which I've been to and I love. It's a marvelous destination. It's amazing city, great culinary, great museums, and now great art. Talk a little bit about, you said it's new hotel there. What about other new hotels opening in South Africa in the next year?
We have a lot of new hotels opening almost every other day. In Pretoria, outside of Johannesburg, we have a hotel that's opening, but it's all eco hotel.
Right.
Yes, it's all green. It's all the green, so that's the attraction, because these days we talk about people traveling, and the big question will always be, how are we going to sustain, tourism all over the world?
Right.
So building hotels like that, which will be sustainable forever, is actually a good way of growing tourism in South Africa.
Now, any other hotels? Because everybody thinks of the lodges and the safari lodges, but you have a lot of new hotel product, right?
We have a lot of new, and even in smaller provinces like the Free State, which is lesser known, there's a new hotel opening there. Durban has got a whole lot of hotels that are opening, and we would like to introduce people to say South Africa is not only about Cape Town or safari. Johannesburg is a very, very exciting city that is growing almost every day.
Well, and I hear that all the time, and it used to be, you go to Cape Town, it's a beautiful city, the location, but now Johannesburg is becoming a destination in its own right.
It is. Cape Town, yes, given it is beautiful, I give that, but Johannesburg it's cosmopolitan, it's more diverse. That's where you could feel like you are in South Africa, because Cape Town is still a little bit more on the white side, if I can put it that way, but South Africa is more integrated. It is more, everybody almost lives together, and then the lifestyle there is totally different, and we want all our travelers from North America to see Johannesburg for what it is,
right.
And if you go into the townships as well, it's not only Soweto. We have a township just outside of Sandton in Johannesburg, where Mandela actually, when the first time before Mandela lived in Soweto, he lived in Alexander, and in Alexander there is a museum for Mandela there.
You talked about, obviously, there are new destinations. Everybody thinks of South Africa as safari, but there are a lot of new itineraries that are being developed in the country as well, right?
I'm very happy you say that, because we accept that we are known for safari, but for this year we're going to highlight all the diversity of South Africa. That we've got beaches, we've got adventure, we've got bungee jumping, we've got and of culinary, of course. Wine in South Africa is very good, and
I love the wine.
And it comes very cheap as well. If you compare, if you were to have a very good meal at a 5-star restaurant for 2 or 4 people, you'll only pay about $20, $30.
I like that. Well, I knew the value of the dollar was great last year when I went there. It was amazing.
it's still very great at the moment, and this couldn't be a better time for the Americans to actually go to South Africa, to go and see South Africa beyond safari. Because, and the other thing that people don't know, if they haven't been, the people of South Africa makes what South Africa is. You know, meeting the locals will be the best holiday ever you could get when you go to South Africa. Yes, mixing with other experiences, but you'll realize that there's no stranger in South Africa. If you go to South Africa, you are everybody's friend, because we are very welcoming, even if I have to say that myself, and very friendly people. And we've been cut out of the world for so long. We can't wait to welcome the world in South Africa. All the 54 million people in South Africa are waiting.
Well, that was my experience certainly when I visited last year, and I hope more Americans will come. Bangu, thank you very much for filling us in on what's going on in South Africa today. A new museum, brand new hotels, and new ways to experience the country.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
I'm James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Videos.